You're dealing with a covert narcissist and you want to get out of the relationship, you definitely need to. But when you run, you got to run quietly. You got to tiptoe away. And I'm going to explain what I mean in this video. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am an attorney. I've been recognized by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America. I'm also a globally recognized narcissist negotiation expert. I've also dealt with a couple of covert narcissists in my personal life, unfortunately. And so I have a whole lot of experience in helping people escape the craziness of dealing with all sorts of high conflict personalities, both professionally and personally. I've helped people escape, get to where you want to be, which is breathing, feeling joy, feeling lightness, feeling that air, feeling like life is so much sweeter. I want to help you do the same thing. So that's why I release brand new videos every single day here. I also have a podcast, Negotiate Your Best Life. And I have a brand new book coming out, which is called Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, which you can get right now at slaythebully.com. And if you go there and you pre-order it, you can get lots and lots of amazing bonuses. So make sure you do that. And if you haven't subscribed here and hit that notification bell, you should definitely do that. But when you are dealing with a covert narcissist, you should run quietly. You're dealing with a counterfeit relationship. I know it is a nightmare. I have been exactly where you are. I know that. I still remember that pit in my stomach, that tightness in my chest, that half nauseous feeling, that feeling like you want air. You feel like you can't breathe, that rumination in your mind all the time. I know exactly what you're dealing with. And a covert narcissist is different than an overt narcissist. The overt narcissist goes around telling everybody how wonderful they are all the time. They're the ones that you think of when you think of a narcissist. They're the ones that are demanding how, all the space in the room. You know when they've entered the room, they want the attention. The covert narcissist says, oh no, I don't want attention. It's okay. Everyone else can have the attention. And that's why people don't necessarily think that they're narcissists. They oftentimes act like the victim. They're much more passive aggressive than the overt narcissist. Many people think that they're wonderful. Many people think that they're charming. Most people think that they're the most incredible people on the planet. And that's why you, who are their target, end up feeling very, very victimized, because you don't want to come back out and tell people what you're dealing with, because the things that they do are so small and so subtle that when you go and tell people about it, people go, what are you complaining about? That's really not so bad. It's just the little things add up over time. It's very much of a mind game. It's a constant mind game. So it's constant manipulation, passive aggressive, playing the victim, and it's little tweaks. It's that little kind of tiny things. And so, you kind of have to trust your gut. You notice things over time. You go, you know what? That doesn't seem right. What's going on with that? They're so small that you think, should I speak up about that? Well, if I speak up about that, maybe I'm going to be perceived as being sort of nagging, or if I speak up about that, maybe people will think that I'm being overzealous, or maybe I'm bullying this person who seems so victimized or seems so downtrodden. But you have to go with your gut on this, and you have to take care of yourself. And you're not responsible for another person. And, it is so important for you to trust your gut on this and know what is best for yourself. And no one else is living your life. Only you. And boy, does your life go by so fast. I mean, I just recently saw a picture of myself and I was like, wow, that was already 7 years ago. I can't believe how fast 7 years went by. So life goes by so fast. It's like in an instant. And so you cannot worry about what anyone else is going to think or what anyone else is doing. Only you and people who are your true friends or your true supporters will support you. And you have to know that you are in integrity for yourself and doing what's right for your heart, yourself. And if you can do things that are in integrity at the highest level and for yourself at the highest level, then you just know that that's what you have to do. So if you make that choice that is for you at the highest level, then that's what you need to do. And just, okay, say to this person, this relationship is not serving me. I want to preserve you. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, it minimizes potential harm to that person, minimizes potential retaliation if possible, because they are going to want to retaliate. However you try to handle it, they will take it personally, whatever you try to do, because you are a source of supply for them. And they don't want to see their source of supply go out the door, go out the window. And they're going to be worried that you are going to be exposing them to somebody. So no matter how you try to play it, no matter how nice you want it to be, I know for me, I was in a business partnership with a covert narcissist, and I tried very, very hard to have the situation be as amicable as possible. And I've been in a couple of situations with these covert narcissists. And even when they wrong you over and over and over again, as much as you try to keep it smooth, as much as you try to, it's almost like the harder you try to keep it smooth, the worse it is. So you just have to know and trust your gut that the most you can do is stick to your guns, create boundaries, know that the cream always rises to the top. And if you are, staying at the highest level of integrity and knowing that you're making the best decisions that you can for you at the time and not doing anything wrong on your part and handling yourself with grace, with positivity, and not smearing the other person to the best of your ability, to the best that you can, without trying to retaliate, but also not being a doormat and just saying, this isn't serving me, but I certainly, wish you well. Don't say anything about them, just saying, I'm choosing to take a different direction, depending on whatever it is that your situation is. Not knowing if it's going to be a business situation or a personal situation. You want to discuss strategies for detaching, disengaging, emotionally preparing yourself for, being in different directions, almost putting an invisible shield around yourself, because they're going to hurl things at you. And you just almost have to just kind of let it go by you, let it whiz by you, start being able to say things like, that's very interesting feedback. Oh, I hear what you're saying. I get that. I get that that's what you think. I agree that that's what you think. Just start to say things like that, that just is detaching yourself from the situation where you're just taking a look at them, but you are not engaging. You are not getting involved. You are staying here, you're up here, and they're down here. Definitely as little contact as possible, establishing boundaries. And really, I would take the step of no contact with anybody that they're in contact with too. That is what I did. I cut off everything as far as even social media. I stopped being in contact or relationship with anybody because I just wanted to cut the cord vibrationally with people who were involved with this person, because, you just don't want that energy. You don't want that power to be sucked from you. You want to be in high vibrational energy, and you want to be able to protect yourself from further manipulation. You want to be able to protect yourself from further emotional harm, from further emotional abuse, from that suck, that energy suck, that feeling, that energy vampire suck that comes from being in that space of a covert narcissist space. And that's what happens when you're in there. And if you want more phrases for disarming narcissists, get my phrases for disarming narcissists at disarmthenarc.com. By the way, disarmthenarc.com. And if you need more support, make sure you join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And when you're going to heal and move forward, remember it is difficult to recover and heal from being in this sort of counterfeit relationship. So be gentle with yourself. Understand that self-care is going to be ultimate in dealing with that. And I have a whole video on self-care when recovering from narcissists and coping with narcissists. So check out that video. And the impact of having to deal with that, it takes some time to recover from that. It does. You might need therapy when you are dealing with that. So get a good therapist. If you don't have a good therapist, if you don't have access to a good therapist, we have a partnership with BetterHelp. You can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung to access that. We receive small commissions on that. It doesn't cost you one single penny extra. We just want you to have access to relationships that you can trust. So coping strategies such as breathing techniques, going to yoga, walking around the block, having some friends that you can rely on, all of those things are really, really important. Monitoring your thoughts, really, really important. I always say I never leave my thoughts unsupervised. So listening to good podcasts, listening to good audiobooks, making sure that you are doing your gratitude journals, pivoting your thoughts every single morning, doing things that are going to rebuild your self-esteem, rebuild your self-confidence, make you feel like you can be assertive again, and fostering healthy relationships going forward, making you feel like you are worthy of having healthy relationships going forward. So really, really important. Practice self-compassion, because it's okay, that it may take a little time to move forward. That is completely normal. That is how you can unmask the narcissist and run, but quietly, in dealing with covert narcissists. Make sure that you have subscribed to this channel if you haven't done so, because as I said, I release brand new videos every single day. The next video that you may want to check out is how to respond to a covert narcissist when they are targeting you. I will see you in that video. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung, and it is my honor and pleasure to serve you here. And I'll see you in that next video.